Hello, I'm Jaw Reality. It's hard to believe I've been carrying and training with fist loads for 20 years now. I'm permitted to carry lethal force in the state where I live, so I also carry guns and knives as permitted. But as I always tell people whom I advise, the majority of questions asked and answered in the world are done so without the use of lethal force, so carrying non-lethal force options is essential to me. The Apple River stabbing case and trial are great examples of a situation where an NLFM could have made all the difference and could have prevented the loss of a life that day. I train with guns regularly, I train with knives every day, I train with non-lethal force multipliers every day, and I train in hand-to-hand combat every day, even though I flat out tell anybody that the last thing I want to have to do is fight someone with my bare hands. I also never want to have to shoot someone or stab them. I'm about to turn 35, and I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling it a little bit. I'm feeling all the times I rolled on the mat when I did judo. I'm feeling all the times I got punched and kicked when I trained in Sanda kickboxing and unofficial Krav Maga. I've done enough over the years to understand that the human body is not so unlike that of a frog, meaning that unlike a tiger or a lion or even a snake, the majority of frogs that you'll come across, minus potentially being poisonous to the touch, weren't designed to really be much of a defensive animal. If you pick one up and it's not deathly poisonous and you've got a good hold on it, the only thing it can really do is pee on you, and if that doesn't work, it's kind of up the creek because it's not going anywhere since they don't have teeth or claws. That's how humans are. We can train and harden our bodies, but though it's good to harden the body and I do recommend it, training will always cause wear and tear on the body, especially training to do things that the human body wasn't made or meant to do. And even though we do have teeth and nails, unless you're a feral person, in the grand scheme of things, they're ultimately useless, bringing us back to how humans are not so unlike the frog. Humans weren't physically designed to be defensive animals. What makes us superior to the frog in every way, shape, and form besides being way bigger is the fact that we as humans are smart enough to utilize objects that are not a part of our bodies as weapons. Humans weren't born with adequate teeth and claws, so we improvised and made our own in one way or another. I teach people to have a commitment to carry above all else because I'm not going to physically engage in a physical altercation with someone in a way that my body was not physically designed for. I'm going to use some type of weapon, and if I'm having to engage in a violent physical encounter outside of a sanctioned event unarmed, so many things went wrong. My sensei, who has sadly passed away, inspired all of the students to think in this way and to study how the Japanese samurai lived their lives and engaged in combat. Many sources claim that samurai always had a minimum of 3 weapons on their person at all times: a katana, wakizashi, and a tanto. Of course, it's not practical to walk around with swords in today's modern society, and so, with the times, the modern-day samurai mindset has to adapt to the changes. The major issue with fist loads today is that YouTube has allowed so many people to flood the internet with bad information. A fist load is a striking or non-lethal stabbing device. Any other opinion on the matter is bullshito. I'm Jaw Reality. Thank you for listening.